It was a call that left me pondering. It was my grandson, his voice bright and cheerful. We chatted about school and his latest adventures, but then he called me Mom. A wave of warmth washed over me, mixed with confusion. I chuckled, thinking he must have meant to say, Grandma. The innocence in his voice was so genuine, yet it stirred something deeper within me. I felt a connection that transcended generations, but also a hint of bewilderment. How could he confuse our roles? It made me reflect on the evolving nature of family dynamics. The moment I heard my grandson call me Mom, a wave of emotions washed over me. Joy surged through my heart, a warmth that only family can bring, yet curiosity quickly followed. Why would he choose that name for me? Was it simply a slip of the tongue, or did it carry deeper meaning? I found myself smiling, imagining the innocence of a child's mind, where words can blend and take on new significance. The term felt like a bridge, connecting our generations in a way that was both unexpected and delightful. As I pondered this, I felt a sense of pride in the bond we shared, even if it was wrapped in confusion. My heart swelled with love, eager to understand the thoughts behind his choice, and I couldn't wait to explore this further. As the weekend approached, the family gathered at the narrator's home, a cozy space filled with laughter and the aroma of homemade dishes. Amidst the chatter, the narrator felt a mix of excitement and apprehension. This was the perfect opportunity to ask their grandson about the unexpected name he had used. The table was adorned with family photos, each telling a story of love and connection. As the children played nearby, the narrator's heart raced at the thought of uncovering the deeper meaning behind the term Mom. They glanced at their grandson, his innocent face lit up with joy, and decided this was the moment. With a gentle smile, the narrator leaned closer, ready to bridge the gap between generations. Little did they know, this simple question would unravel layers of family dynamics, sparking a conversation that would change everything. As the family gathered around the table, laughter and chatter filled the room, but a curious thought lingered in the narrator's mind. With a gentle smile, they turned to their grandson, who was busy coloring a picture, and asked, "Why do you call me Mom?" The moment hung in the air, charged with innocence and surprise. The child's eyes widened, a mix of confusion and delight dancing across his face. He paused, crayon in hand, as if the question had unlocked a world of possibilities. The room fell silent, anticipation thickening the atmosphere. The grandson tilted his head, pondering the question with the seriousness only a child could muster. It was a moment of pure innocence, where the weight of the world melted away, leaving only the simple curiosity of a child trying to understand the bonds of family. As the question hangs in the air, the daughter-in-law suddenly freezes, her eyes widening in disbelief. The atmosphere shifts palpably, a thick tension enveloping the room. It's as if time stands still, and everyone senses the weight of unspoken issues lurking beneath the surface. Her expression reveals a mix of surprise and something deeper, perhaps concern, or even fear. The silence stretches, amplifying the discomfort, and the narrator can almost hear the unvoiced thoughts racing through her mind. This moment hints at a complex web of family dynamics, where roles and expectations clash. The grandson, blissfully unaware, continues to play with his toys, oblivious to the storm brewing around him. The daughter-in-law's reaction serves as a stark reminder that even innocent words can unravel hidden tensions, leaving everyone to ponder the implications of this unexpected revelation. As the words linger in the air, the narrator feels a stirring within, sensing that something profound is at play. The innocent declaration from the grandson, calling them Mom, triggers a cascade of thoughts. What does this mean for their family dynamics? Could it signify a deeper confusion about roles, or perhaps a longing for connection? The narrator begins to question the implications of this simple term of endearment. Is it a reflection of the grandson's perception of love and security? The warmth of the moment is overshadowed by a subtle tension, as the narrator wonders if this is just a fleeting slip or a sign of something more significant. They ponder how this misunderstanding might reshape their family's identity, and whether it's a call for clarity and understanding in their relationships. The weight of these thoughts hangs heavily in the air. As the room thickens with tension, the son, sensing the discomfort, shifts in his seat. He takes a deep breath, ready to bridge the gap that is formed. The family looks to him, their expressions a mix of curiosity and apprehension, waiting for him to break the silence. He glances at his mother, her eyes wide with questions, and at his wife, who seems frozen in time. The atmosphere is electric, filled with unspoken words and the weight of expectations. The grandson, oblivious to the gravity of the moment, plays with his toy, unaware of the family dynamics swirling around him. The son knows he must step in to clarify the confusion that has unfolded. As he prepares to speak, the room holds its breath, anticipating the revelation that could change everything. What will he say? The atmosphere in the room thickened as the son shifted uncomfortably, his hands fidgeting with the hem of his shirt. His gaze darted between the faces of his family, each expression a mix of curiosity and concern. The weight of the moment pressed down on him, and he took a deep breath, as if steeling himself for the revelation that lay ahead. His voice trembled slightly as he began to speak, the words catching in his throat. The anticipation was palpable. Everyone leaned in, eager yet anxious for the truth. He hesitated, searching for the right words to convey what had been unspoken for far too long. In that silence, the tension grew, a collective breath held as they awaited the clarity that would unravel the confusion surrounding their family dynamics. The moment felt suspended in time, heavy with unvoiced emotions. As the room held its breath, my son finally spoke, his voice tinged with hesitation. "Dad, there's something you need to know," he began, glancing at his wife before continuing. "The reason our son calls his mother Mom is a misunderstanding. He thinks that's how it's supposed to be, given the way we've talked about family." His words hung in the air, a revelation that painted a clearer picture of our grandson's innocent confusion. He's heard us refer to her that way, and in his little mind, it just clicked. The tension eased slightly, but the weight of the revelation lingered. My heart ached for the child, caught in a web of familial roles he didn't fully grasp. This was more than just a name. It was a reflection of how we all perceived our family dynamics. The revelation struck the narrator like a wave, washing over them with a mix of sadness and understanding. They felt a profound ache in their heart, realizing that the child's innocent choice of words stemmed from a place of confusion. It was a bittersweet moment as the narrator grappled with the implications of the misunderstanding. They understood that the grandson was simply trying to navigate the complexities of family roles, yet it highlighted an emotional gap that needed bridging. The sadness lingered, but it was accompanied by a sense of empathy for the child's perspective. The narrator reflected on the innocence of youth, recognizing that titles held different meanings for children. This moment became a catalyst for deeper reflection on family dynamics, prompting the narrator to consider how love transcends labels, ultimately fostering a stronger bond within the family. The son reflects on the complexities of parenting, feeling the weight of responsibility to guide his child through a world filled with mixed messages. He grapples with the challenge of balancing his role as a father, while also honoring the identities of his own parents. The misunderstanding surrounding the term mom reveals deeper layers of family dynamics that he hadn't fully considered. He worries about the confusion it may cause for his son, recognizing that children often interpret relationships in their unique ways. As he navigates these feelings, he understands the importance of communication and clarity in their family structure. He hopes to create a nurturing environment where his son feels secure in his identity. Ultimately, he realizes that love transcends titles, and it's the emotional connections that truly define their family bond. As the conversation unfolds, the daughter-in-law's expression shifts from surprise to concern. She worries about the confusion her child might be experiencing, feeling that the blurred lines of family roles could lead to emotional turmoil. Her heart aches at the thought of her son grappling with identity, unsure of where he fits within the family structure. She fears that this misunderstanding could create lasting implications, not only for her child, but for their family dynamics as a whole. The weight of her concerns hangs in the air as she contemplates the importance of clarity in their relationships. She knows that children thrive on understanding, and the thought of her son feeling lost is unsettling. In that moment, she silently vows to address this issue, hoping to guide her child through the complexities of family ties with love and reassurance. As the family sits together, a palpable silence envelops the room, prompting a moment of introspection. The narrator suggests that they need to address the confusion surrounding family roles. The son nods, acknowledging that clear communication is essential, especially for the grandson's understanding. The daughter-in-law, still processing the revelation, expresses her concerns about how mixed messages can lead to misunderstandings. They all agree that clarity in their roles can help the child navigate his feelings more comfortably. The narrator reflects on how titles can shape relationships, emphasizing the need for open dialogue. They realize that discussing these dynamics can strengthen their bond. As they share their thoughts, the atmosphere shifts from tension to a collaborative spirit, highlighting the importance of communication in fostering a nurturing family environment. This moment serves as a reminder that love and understanding are the foundation of their family. Just as the tension hung in the air, the grandson, with his innocent curiosity, piped up, "But Grandma, you're the best at making cookies. Can I call you Cookie Mom instead?" The room erupted into laughter, breaking the weight of the conversation. The daughter-in-law's stern expression softened, and even the son chuckled, shaking his head in disbelief at the child's whimsical suggestion. The narrator couldn't help but smile, feeling the warmth of familial love envelop them. In that moment, the grandson's playful innocence reminded everyone that sometimes it's the simplest words that can lighten the heaviest of hearts. As laughter filled the room, the family felt a renewed sense of connection, realizing that love transcends titles and misunderstandings. It was a moment that would be cherished, a reminder of the joy that children bring into our lives, even amidst confusion. The family gathered around the kitchen table, a mix of concern and determination on their faces. They knew they had to clarify relationships for the grandson without hurting his feelings. Ideas began to flow as they brainstormed together. The son suggested using a family tree chart, visually mapping out their connections, which could help the child understand who everyone was. The daughter-in-law proposed a fun family nickname system, allowing the grandson to choose names that felt comfortable for him. The narrator chimed in, emphasizing the importance of love over titles, reminding everyone that their bond was what truly mattered. They discussed creating a special storybook, illustrating their family dynamics in a way that was engaging and relatable. With each idea, the atmosphere lightened, reinforcing their commitment to nurturing the grandson's feelings while ensuring he felt secure in his family identity. As I knelt beside my grandson, I could see the confusion in his eyes. I gently placed my hand on his shoulder, looking into his innocent face. "You know, sweetheart," I began, "it doesn't matter what name you call me. What truly matters is the love we share." His brow furrowed slightly, as if trying to grasp the depth of my words. "Even if you call me Mom or Grandma, I will always be here for you." I wrapped my arms around him, pulling him close. "Titles are just words, but love is what binds us together." He leaned into me, a small smile breaking through his uncertainty. In that moment, I felt a warmth envelop us, a reminder that our connection transcended any label. It was a beautiful moment of reassurance, a bond strengthened by understanding and unconditional support. As the conversation flowed, the family began to reflect on their traditions, realizing how names and roles have shifted through generations. The narrator shared stories of their own childhood, recalling how they once called their grandmother Nana, and how that title carried warmth and connection. The grandson listened intently, intrigued by the idea that names can hold different meanings over time. The son chimed in, noting how each family member's role evolves, influenced by love and experiences. The daughter-in-law added her thoughts, emphasizing the importance of clarity in these roles to avoid confusion for the children. They discussed how family traditions often adapt, allowing for new names and relationships to form. This conversation sparked a realization that while titles may change, the essence of family remains rooted in love, understanding, and shared memories, bridging generations seamlessly. This experience has been a profound reminder of the importance of viewing the world through a child's eyes. Children often express their feelings and understanding in ways that may seem puzzling to adults. The term mom was not just a slip of the tongue, it was a reflection of the grandson's innocent attempt to navigate complex family dynamics. As adults, we must adapt our perceptions and be open to their viewpoints. This situation highlighted the need for clear communication within families, ensuring that children feel secure in their identities. By embracing their perspectives, we foster a nurturing environment that encourages growth and understanding. It's essential to listen and engage with children, validating their feelings and thoughts. Ultimately, this experience has reinforced the idea that love transcends titles, and understanding fosters deeper connections among family members. As the gathering draws to a close, I find myself reflecting on the journey we've just shared. I express my heartfelt gratitude to my family for their openness, recognizing how powerful it is to address misunderstandings together. Despite the initial tension, our willingness to communicate has revealed the strength in our unity. It's a reminder that love transcends titles and roles, and that sometimes it takes a child's innocent words to bring us closer. Each of us, in our own way, has contributed to this moment of understanding. I see the bonds we share, fortified by our commitment to navigate the complexities of family life. This experience has not only deepened our connections, but has also encouraged us to embrace the evolving nature of our relationships. Together, we stand stronger, ready to face whatever comes next. As the gathering winds down, the warmth of family surrounds us. My grandson, with his innocent smile, looks up at me, his eyes sparkling with affection. In that moment, he leans in and softly calls me, Grandma. My heart swells with joy, a wave of love washing over me. It's as if all the confusion and tension from earlier has melted away, replaced by a pure connection that transcends titles. His simple words remind me that love is not defined by names, but by the bonds we share. I pull him close, feeling grateful for this moment, knowing that regardless of what he calls me, our relationship is rooted in something deeper. This is the essence of family, love that flows freely, unbound by labels, a reminder that we are all connected in this beautiful journey of life.